C10 is the final stage of the Content Communication Project, or as we call it, CC project. And it's also the proof that you've learned all the foundations and you're able to speak on stage. So Eva today, she combined all the skills from the CC project, from C1, Eva style of course, and she showed her uniqueness in every movement on stage. And C2, a well-structured speech. And C3, C4, she delivered a message which is very easy to understand with proper sentences. And then C5, C6, vocal variety, body language. Well, she's always been an expert in that. And C7, C8, she chose chocolate as a very simple visual aid to draw all the audience's attention. And then C9, she persuaded every audiences to pursue our own goals while we still have motives. So, C10, an inspirational speech is actually a combination of all the skills above. And so let's get a quick review of her speech today. A summer full of regrets. Well, Eva envies all her friends who has a very good summer because she could have had the same. But life is unexpected, and she suffered from a very bad health condition so that she cannot finish all the plans that she planned in advance. So, in her speech, she used chocolate as a great metaphor, which I think is very good. It's very simple, but it's very good. And a question is asked then, you'd rather let the chocolate melt in your hands or you want to let it melt in your mouth? I think the answer is very simple, but sometimes we just forget, we just can't do it. Well, maybe it's just a procrastination, or maybe sometimes we didn't take real actions, and that's the problem. So in her speech, she used her own story, her personal story, which I think is very brave, because I don't think it's really comfortable for her to review all the unpleasant memories over and over again. But she put herself in the vulnerable stage and to allow the audiences to be inspired by her own stories, which I think it sounds more persuasive in that way. Okay, and what I've learned from you is that difficulties come when you don't listen to life's whisper. Life always whispers to us first, and if we don't listen to the whispers, then someday we will be regret. And as your guide, I still have some suggestions for you. First of all, I love your movements on stage. It's elegant, it's great, but I think it's a little bit too much. And also, having pauses is good, but I think having too much pauses is also a little bit distracting. And second is that in the last few sentences in your speech, I'd like to suggest you to use the word we instead of you. Or it might sound like you're blaming the audiences for not taking any actions. Well, they didn't do anything wrong, so I think it would be better if you change the word to we. So that can also mean that because I'm not good enough, so we can work hard together and we can all make changes together. But I know I like your speech. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's really inspiring. And C10 speech is not the end of Toastmasters lessons. So it's your time to move on to the next stage, which is the advanced program. And today I actually found that I am your C1 evaluator. So thanks for choosing me as your C10 evaluator. In the past few years, I've seen you conquer so many obstacles, and I've seen your great performances in every of your speech contests. Just want to tell you, I am so proud of you. So everyone, please give Eva a big round of applause again. And last point I want to say is that if you give yourself a chance to stand on stage, and one day you will realize that giving speech is really nothing, but the process is everything. And we're not here just to sharpen our English speaking skills. We're here to find our own voice. And we're here to see how much we've improved in the process. And it's a very, very lucky thing to have so many witnesses here. So thank you, my friends, and Dr. G.